So these two monitors are both 27 inches, 1440p, 240Hz, but one of them has a VA panel and other one is OLED. In 3 seconds try to guess, which one is OLED? Yeah, result may be surprising and the difference may seem not that big, but in real life the situation is way more dramatic. And actually, these words may be the most accurate description for this monitor. Sometimes, on camera the difference is not even visible, but in real life it's massive. Okay, first of all, I need to tell you the thing I don't like about this monitor. Or wait, I want to tell you about the brightness, that it's not sufficient or something like that. But in real life it is. I mean, only if you have sun directly in front of the monitor, you'll have some problems, but in every other case it's really good enough. And that's it. This monitor doesn't really have any objective bad sides. Exclude the monitor stand because it's absolute trash. But come on, who are using default monitor stand in 2024? Just go to buy some monitor arm, it's way more comfortable. Anyway, everything other is really good. For example, the design of LG OLED monitor is absolutely gorgeous. Slim panel and overall it looks very strict and clean. The build quality is also really nice, but why is that even important? It's monitor, it's not some mouse, so talking about build quality seems irrelevant. And also the hexagon light. That's what they call the monitor backlight. I would just say that it's RGB and it's the brightest backlight I've seen in monitors. But right now it gets more interesting. I did some slow-mo tests so we can see the actual difference. I should quickly mention that the VA monitor I've used in test is actually the best monitor with VA panel in terms of response times, panel ghosting, and contrast ratio. It's even better than many high-end IPS monitors. So, let's go. Starting with brightness tests, I would say that anyway it is useless. Because this monitor is not too much bright, but it's good enough. Also, latest updates made it even a bit better. So I think we can go to the actual gaming tests. Firstly, let's take a look on Kovacs. Without slow motion they both look almost the same, even if we stop some frames, but with slow motion we already can see that monitor with OLED metrics is really faster. Look, on this frame right here we can see the target already started to disappear, and on way it is still normal. Also, overall image clarity better on OLED. It's a bit sharper and even detailed in some way. But this was the situation in really simple image sensor monitor. So here we go to some actual games. Starting with Apex and kinda useless test, where we can see that both monitors absolutely dying because of too much fast movement. So here we go to some more realistic scenario. Did you saw any difference? If not, let's take a look again. And right now let's stop it in this frame to see every detail. And yeah, again we can see that the motion clarity is just better on OLED. Even though I use the best VA monitor to compare, it is still enough much blurry. So in that case OLED wins objectively. Also here we see how much clear image on OLED monitor. And also in this frame, those boxes or this bullet just much more clear. As final game for test I took Valorant. In this game we will also see that colors on this monitor are extremely good. And stop. So as you can see, again and again, the image is much more detailed, sharp and clear. Even a few seconds ago, look, the picture is just stable, literally stable. Here are tests with slow motion frames, and in this specific test the situation is almost the same on both monitors. So take a look and make your own thoughts. So after these tests I ended up with a simple thought. The OLED monitor is objectively better for any user scenario, and overall it's almost perfect monitor. The one I'm using has already 770 hours of picture playback, and there are no burn-in, no dead pixels at all. It's almost like new. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the things I absolutely love about LG OLED monitor. So first of all is infinite, just infinite viewing angles. Some days ago I took this 110 monitor, really interesting one, and the biggest downgrade obviously was the viewing angles. I knew that they are really bad on TN monitor, but after OLED, it's just incredible difference. And other thing is really simple. Remote controller. I mean, it's way more comfortable than trying to find a button on the back side of your monitor. Very often I have situations when I need to go away for some time, so I just turn off my monitor. Then when I come back, I take remote controller and turn it on like some TV. I mean, it's just a different feeling. So, the video is almost over and you may have the simple question. Do you even need this monitor? And the actual answer is yes and no. If you have an extra 800 euros or US dollars, I totally recommend you to try it, because of performance features and overall usage experience, but otherwise you don't lose anything. I mean, those benefits are not making that much of impact. This monitor obviously have sense, but then another question. Are you ready to pay for it? Problems. But in every case, but